In this video, I'm going to talk about group by and having. This is the most frequent question asked in any interview, and this is very useful for any data representation or data dashboarding. So let's have a look and understand what having and group by can work together. So if you look at this data, our favorite employee table, you will notice that there are some data which can be grouped. For example, if you look at this job, you will see that president, manager, analyst, salesman, and clerk. So we can actually club this data based on job designations, based on salesman, based on clerk, analyst, and we can get a number out of it. Maybe if you want to see uh, how many employees are tagged with manager job ban, how many employees tagged as analyst. So that's what we can do. If you look at the another example where we have the department number, so definitely we can group employees based on department numbers here, who all are working in department 10, who all are working in 20. So when we have a requirement to group the data and get to a view where we have to aggregate the data as well. So which means we have to do a sum of a few details based on certain groupings, or we have to do the count of certain grouping. We obviously use group by with some aggregate functions like count, sum, or anything else. So let's have one example. But before that, what having returns to you? So like where clause works for select operation. Similarly, having sets up the criteria for your grouped object. So let's see this in action. I zoom this a little bit. This is our employee table in a Scott schema. If I run, I have my table with department number and with job and other columns. For example, if I have a requirement to get number of employees with different job band, so how I can run this, I can select the job title along with aggregate function count on a Scott employee table, and then I can group by job. So what will happen eventually, it will count and it will do the break at each job designations. So if I run this now, I can see that there are 2 analysts, 4 clerk, 4 salesmen, manager, and president. In the similar manner, if I need to run this on department, I can get department wise details of employee. So we have 6 employees in department 30, we have 3 employees in 10, we have 5 employees in 20. There could be a criteria where we also want to have this supplied by a criteria. For example, if I want to see just set of records, how many employees are in particular department, but I want to see any department which is more than 10 in number. So that's one simple example here, and here you need to use having after your group by statement. I'm doing group by based on department number, and then I'm supplying department number should be greater than 10. So this is a criteria, which means I want data to be grouped but with this condition. So if I run this now, you can see the 10 is excluded from this result set. Only 2 departments are available with their employees in it. So this is very straightforward example of uh, how to implement this group by and having, and this is very useful for consolidating your data for MIS purpose or any dashboarding. Let me know if you face any challenges in implementing it.